Hugh! We're going on our honeymoon today. Where did you go this morning?
Give it a rest already. Why are you calling so early in the morning? I was sound asleep.
What? You were sleeping? Hugh, where are you?
Why should I tell you?
Because we're going on our honeymoon today. But when I woke up this morning, the guy who was supposed to be next to me was gone. I don't even see your luggage.
I'm already here.
What?
I left after you went to bed last night.
Huh? What do you mean?
I changed my plans and left before you, but you can leave today as planned. There's no hurry.
I'm a little confused. Why did you leave the day before by yourself?
It doesn't matter. We're going to have to spend every day with each other from now on. Just give me a little space while we're traveling.
You didn't even say anything to me before you left. Besides, you sound like you don't want to be with me.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that sometimes it's better to be apart than to be stuck together 24/7. It's more refreshing to be apart once in a while.
But it's our honeymoon. What's with going separately on your honeymoon?
It's okay if we just meet up here. It would be stifling to be together, all the way to the airport. So there you are. I'll meet you at the hotel, right?
I can't believe it's our honeymoon and I have to go alone.
You ought to marry me, the next president of the company. Don't be so picky. I have no plans of becoming a plain old husband just because we're married.
What do you mean?
It means don't chain me down. I don't want to lose my freedom just because we're married. I don't want to be tied down by my wife.
Oh, really? If you want to be so free, you shouldn't have gotten married.
Marriage is necessary for status. It's easier to be trusted at work if you're married than if you're single.
Then why did you choose me?
I'm the next president of the company. I could have married a prettier, better-looking woman. But pretty women are too proud to marry. I chose you because you're just the right person.
What do you mean?
You may be ugly, but you're a good cook and a modest, family-oriented woman. I married you because I knew you'd tolerate me playing around a little.
That's a terrible thing to say. So you chose me so you could do anything you wanted.
Just don't complain about my every move. We're newlyweds, and you're being selfish about wanting to be with me. There's no reason for me to be married to you, you know?
Huh? Well, okay. I'm heading to the hotel now. Where do you want to meet up?
Anyway, call me when you get to the hotel. Then we'll think about it.
Okay, fine then. Hugh, I just arrived at the hotel. I'm about to check in. Where's your room?
I'm not telling you.
What?
I have another room at the hotel.
What? What do you mean? We're on our honeymoon and we're getting separate rooms?
You got a problem with that?
Not a problem, but I've never heard of newlyweds staying in separate rooms.
You know what? Don't force your common sense on me. I told you before, I'm a freedom-loving man. I like to spend time alone when I sleep.
You have a double room and you want to spend the night alone?
What's your point? Anyway, I've reserved another single room for you. You can stay there.
So we're splitting up for the night?
Tonight is free. I'll call you tomorrow when I'm ready.
You're with another woman now, right?
Huh?
I didn't tell you until now, but I actually knew that you're having an affair.
What?
You said you wanted to be alone when you were on the road. You were playing around with the person you were cheating on me with in the seat next to you, weren't you?
How the hell did you know about that? Don't tell me you've been watching me this whole time.
Sounds like I hit the bullseye. A friend of mine told me about you a few days ago. She saw you going to a hotel room with a young woman. She said you guys were holding hands without a care in the world. My friend was surprised.
What the hell? So you saw us?
Besides, when you're at home, you're always on your phone. You often went out alone at night. You're always acting so weird. But I wanted to believe you. I figured it was impossible for a newlywed to cheat. But now that you're sharing a room, she's with you, isn't she?
Well, there's no hiding it now. That's right. I'm traveling with her. When you're the next president of the company, you must have a mistress or two. I'm proud to be a male when I have a young, beautiful woman with me. With a plain, ugly woman like you, it just gets so boring.
So that's how you're going to turn the tables on me. If you're going to go that far, why did you plan the honeymoon? I wouldn't have come in the first place if I knew you were going to bring your fling.
Don't be mistaken. The honeymoon was just a formality.
Just a formality?
You're married and you're not even going on a honeymoon. I wouldn't look good as the next president of the company, would I? So I decided to keep it a honeymoon. I'm going to enjoy my trip to LA with my girlfriend.
Huh?
You should be thankful you married me, the next president of the company. After being brought up in a poor single-parent family, it's like becoming Cinderella.
Don't assume I was poor just because I was raised by my mother. I was able to do anything I wanted to since I was young. I even went to college.
Compared to me, the son of a CEO, you're poor as hell.
If you want to think that, go ahead.
But let me tell you something. Don't even think about getting a divorce just because I cheated on you. If you divorce me, you'll go back to being poor. You're going to be the wife of a company president. It's your job to put up with a little infidelity.
I see. Have fun with your girlfriend. I'll enjoy my trip.
That's what I'm talking about. You've got a good head on your shoulders, don't you? That's the kind of attitude befitting the wife of the next president of the company. I'm glad I married a smart woman. Well, I'll give you some attention when I feel like it. Just think of it as a solo trip this time and go sightseeing on your own.
Mr. Townsman, is this a good time?
Regina, long time no see. How have you been?
Yes, good. How are you, Mr. Townsman?
You call me that is too formal, so please stop it.
I'm sorry. I've been calling you that since I was a kid.
I know. I'm glad to hear from you. I don't care what you call me. By the way, what's going on?
My husband and I are on our honeymoon.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to LA. How's your trip? You having fun?
Well, there's a little problem.
What's wrong?
I'm afraid marrying him was a big mistake.
What's that? Hugh, the man you married, is going to follow in his father's footsteps and become president. I thought if you married him, your future would be secure.
At first I thought so too, but...
It seems you've got a serious problem. Can you tell me in more detail?
It's not something I'm comfortable texting about, so can I call you later?
Okay, sure. I'm always good to go. I'll be waiting for your call.
Thank you.
Hey, Regina. Enjoying your solo trip?
Yes, thanks to you. I took a walk, had some tea, and just took it easy.
I see. I'm just relaxing on the beach with my girlfriend. I'm having a good time forgetting about everyday life. I'm gonna spend the night with her, by the way. Sorry you're gonna have to sleep alone.
So you're just gonna leave me alone for the whole trip?
Huh?
We haven't seen each other even once here, have we? We've stayed in separate hotel rooms the whole time. We haven't even been sightseeing together.
I don't care. You and I are going to have to live together for decades. I don't want to be with you when we're traveling too.
I thought you said that was just on the road.
I changed my mind. It's a trip after all. I wanted to spend it with a cute girl.
Then why bother planning a honeymoon at all?
Oh, stop nagging. I told you I'm a freedom-loving guy. If we're not on the road, it's hard to play around with my parents lurking around. I'll take the liberty of messing around while we're on our honeymoon. If you have a problem with that, go home alone.
I'm already home.
What?
I took the liberty of going home first while you were hanging out with your girlfriend.
You just left without even saying hi to me?
Why should I say hi to you?
We're married, for God's sake. If you were leaving, you should have said hello.
I don't even know where you are. How the hell am I supposed to say hello?
Why didn't you just text me?
I just texted you. You're gonna tell me to do whatever you want anyway. I'm just packing up my stuff and getting ready to move out.
Whoa, wait. You're not getting a divorce, are you?
Yes, of course. I'm not going to live with a husband who cheats on his wife on our honeymoon.
Are you insane? I'm the next president of the company. If you divorce me, you'll lose your position as wife of the president. Are you okay with that?
Mrs. President?
That's right. You go back to being poor. If you just hold out a little longer, you could be Mrs. President. It would be a waste of time if we divorced over something as trivial as an affair.
But you can't be the president, so I can't become Mrs. President, can I?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Your father, he's pissed at you.
My father? You met my dad?
After we got back from our trip, I went to give him and my mother-in-law some gifts. Then he asked me why I came home alone. I told him why, and he said, "My stupid son made an enemy of an important customer." Did you tell my father about the affair? I mean, when have I ever made an enemy of a client? I'm on vacation. You can't cause trouble with a business client. My father is a big client of yours.
Your father? You're from a single-parent family, aren't you?
Townsman Trading Corporation.
What?
You at least know his name, right?
Yes, I do. It's one of my company's clients.
My father is the president.
Wait. I'm not following you. Your father is the president?
My father is President Townsman of Townsman Corporation. Don't you think we look alike?
But your last name isn't Townsman.
That's right. My father and I are father and daughter, but my parents divorced, so I took my mother's name.
But if your parents divorced and your mother took you in, then you're no longer related to your father.
No, that's not true. I mean, they're divorced, but my mother and I still keep in touch with my father. It sounds like they broke up because of differences. It's not like either of them cheated on each other. My father paid good child support. He put me through college.
I can't believe you're the boss's daughter. So you weren't poor?
I wouldn't say I was poor, would you? You married the daughter of the president of a business partner. You cheated on her on your honeymoon. I wonder if my father would keep quiet if his precious daughter had to go through this.
Wait. I won't be fooled. Your father wasn't at the family reunion. He wasn't even at the wedding. You're really lying about your father being the boss of a business partner, aren't you?
My father is just trying to stay out of the public eye. If you doubt me, ask your father. Besides, I'm sure your father explained everything to you. That the president of Townsman Corporation is my father.
Now that you put it that way, I might have heard something like that, but there are so many clients I've forgotten. I'm just an ordinary employee. I haven't really gotten involved in management yet.
You're a pretty lax president-elect, aren't you? Of all the companies you do business with, my father's company is the most important. My father's company was an important business partner of yours. What would happen if they cut off business with you?
Well,
it would be inevitable that the company would suffer a great deal of damage.
So you're saying I'm responsible for that?
I'm sure you would be.
Give me a break.
I actually called my father while I was on vacation. My dad was appalled. It's like I married a prick who takes his mistress on our honeymoon.
Regina, I'm leaving right now.
Huh? What about her? Are you coming back together?
Just forget about her.
Oh, that's too bad. And you brought her all the way to L.A.
I'll just leave her here. If something happens to the company because of me, I'm in huge trouble. Regina, where are you? Regina!
What are you doing so early in the morning? I'm at my parents' house.
I'm in a bad way.
What?
I got fired from my dad's company. He's been having problems with his clients. Because I caused a lot of damage to the company.
Well, there you go.
But it's not like they stopped doing business with us. Firing me is overreacting.
Is it?
I heard your father suggested it as a condition of doing business with us. They wanted them to fire a misogynist employee, and my father cut me off without giving it thought. I'm next in line.
I guess your father decided you weren't fit to be his heir.
What am I supposed to do now? I was about to become the next president. I can't believe they suddenly fired me.
Why don't you just look for a job?
I don't want to. I just got a cushy job at my parents' company. I was about to get the post of president. I can't do it, working for another company.
But you've been laid off. You have no other choice but to work somewhere else, right?
So, Regina, you go and convince your father.
Huh?
I want you to ask him to rescind my dismissal.
I don't want to.
Why not? We're married, right?
We don't even know each other anymore.
Well,
I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. I'll be filing a claim for compensation as well.
Alimony? You want me to pay?
Of course. You cheat on your wife with impunity. Did you think you could escape compensation?
But we had just got married, and we were still on our honeymoon. Married life hadn't really started yet.
You're an idiot. Marriage is not like a company. There's no probationary period. We may have been newlyweds, but we were already married. If you commit adultery, you have to answer for it. And I have proof.
Proof?
In the middle of our honeymoon, you were kind enough to send me pictures of your affair with her. Selfies of you guys in the hotel playing around. Pictures of you on the beach. I saved them all as proof of your affair.
Oh no, I just wanted to enjoy my freedom a little bit.
When you're divorced and single, you'll have all the freedom you want. Well then, I'm going to work now. Good luck with your job search.
Wait, Regina! Regina, help me.
What now? I've already divorced you. Will you stop contacting me?
Can I borrow some money?
What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
It's a mess. The husband of the woman I cheated with also asked for compensation.
Oh, so she was married.
She told him she was going on a trip with friends. I thought he'd never find out. But when she came home from the trip, she told him.
You're such an idiot. You took her all the way to L.A. She had to go home alone, so of course she was pissed off.
I got a certified letter yesterday. I don't have a job. I've paid you compensation and my savings is dried up. I have no more money to pay you. The only way I can pay him money is to go into debt and borrow it?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't talk to me like I'm someone else. I'm in real trouble. You're still working, right? I'll pay you back later, I promise. Can you help me out a little?
I don't want to help you.
Why not?
I'm the one who wants to know. Why should I lend you money?
We were married.
We're divorced. We're strangers. Even more than that. You disrespected me, calling me ugly and poor. You cheated on me without a care. You made fun of me because I'm quiet. But if you think I'll listen to anything you say, you're wrong. I don't even want to look at you anymore.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry about before. I'm sorry I got carried away. Please, help me.
It's all your own fault. Take responsibility yourself.
Regina.
After that, my husband borrowed money and paid compensation to his lover's husband. Now he's working part-time jobs to pay off the debt. He's working day and night. He was evicted from the apartment where he lived with me because he couldn't pay the rent, and moved into his parents' house. However, my husband's father, outraged by the misdeeds on our honeymoon, kicked him out. Rumor has it that he is now living a homeless life, moving from internet cafe to internet cafe. As for me, after the divorce, I went back to my parents' house to live peacefully with my mother. I keep in touch with my father regularly and have meals with him. I ask him for advice about my work. And recently I started a relationship with a senior colleague at work with the intention of getting married. My previous marriage left me in a mess. I had planned to be alone for a while, but unlike my ex-husband, he is faithful and trustworthy. My father and mother are both convinced that he is the right man for me. I want to build a warm family with him who cares about me.